and welcome to This is Private Practice on Friday, the 20th of October 2017. It's just gone 5 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. It's been raining today, so we've got lovely curls in the hair. And seriously, I have been in witch cackle laughter mode today because it's just, again, seriously, on Wednesday, I thought things, I felt under control. I felt like I knew, that the cogs were all turning in the same way. And for some reason since then, it's just been like whooshka. Seriously, whooshka. And it's just bits and pieces and things and stuff are happening all over the place. And that's okay. Because we've got a client in at Purple Co who's in work. And he's been out of work for 3 years, and he was a senior professional he was an executive, and he'd risen up through the ranks, and he ended up with a mental health health issue, and spent some time in hospital and ended up with a drug and alcohol problem. And it's been a tough road to recovery for this gentleman, and he's working, and he's actually got a couple of different streams of income happening for himself, and it's self-paced, and he's in charge and in control. And it's just been another awesome example of how helping someone go back to work in a way that's right for them, that makes work for them, gives them their life back. So he's not doing the 9 to 5, which is, like, let's face it, it's really the 7 to 7 grind. He's not trying to handle the stress and pressures of bureaucracy and institutionalized thinking and multiple bosses, and so this is a great stepping stone for him. And I just want to give a shout out to Ross Miller on the Purple Co team, because he's been working with this guy for a while, and I don't know too many people who would have had the tenacity and the fortitude to have just kept going and doing the right thing with this man and helping him see the error, seeing what the potential is for now. And what gets me so excited is that this gentleman is working. He has been working. We've been helping him manage his risks while he's been learning how to work again. And then I get a call today going, "Hey Joe, do you have someone that we can contact? He's ready for a little bit more." I was like, whoa, this is so cool. And this is what we do, and this is what I love, and this is why I'm happy to talk about it on This is Private Practice, because if I focused on all the other stuff that was going on, I'd probably want to cry and be curled up under my desk in the fetal position. So something else really touched me today. I was feeling pretty average, and despite the fact that I went to yoga this morning, and I was actually learning how to do a forearm stand. Not quite there yet. I'm getting there. And it was the first time in probably 36 hours where my brain actually stopped. And it was such a cool sensation, because if I didn't focus on what I was doing, I could have really hurt myself. And I don't want to do that. And I could have hurt some other people in the studio. I don't want to do that either. But it was just this really nice moment when it was like that was the only thing I was focused on. It was the only thing I needed to think about. It was the only thing I could think about. So my addiction to yoga is starting to steamroll. I'm now looking at doing it every single day. I'm not going to a clinic. I've got access to a great beta test for a new studio that's going to be available online. So I'm looking forward to actually using it, because how many times do we get invited to free stuff and we'll get around to it one day? Something else that really touched me today. I got a gift in the mail. And it was totally unexpected, and I love presents. So if anyone knows me, my love language is gifts. I keep telling my husband that. He thinks it's other things, but it's gifts. Let me just say that. So I got this card, and look, it says, "Nice to meet you. Let's be friends." And then it's got a picture of me and a picture of the person who sent it, and then the person who connected us, and that's the gorgeous Nicola, in case anyone wants to know. Now, this gift came with 2 pieces of yummy brownie. Friday brownie. And what was so unexpected about this is this was a conversation that I had with a gentleman, almost begging for help on how to be able to consistently update my websites. There's just stuff that isn't happening from a systems and management point of view, And it was really starting to bother me because a lot of time and energy and money gets spent on building a website, designing a website, updating a website, making sure your website's doing the websitey things. But if you haven't got that sort of back end of the back end sorted, like, it's a very expensive waste of money to not have this thing doing what it needs to do for you. So if you're not backing up your websites, and if you're not backing up your plugins, and you're not doing the things that you need to do with the widgets, then can I please ask you to book in time every single month to do that stuff? You should be backing up everything. You should, this is a part of the responsibility of being a business owner. If you're going to have a website, you need to look after it. It's an expensive piece of real estate. You wouldn't not clean up after yourself if you had a physical space. So let's make sure that we're looking after ourselves and paying the bills and the electric. There's a whole analogy there that I just do not have the headspace to go into today. So my husband just came and asked me when we were going to stop for mojitos, and he's awesome because he just went and bought the rum so that we could actually make the mojitos. So I'm aware that mojito time is coming. Don't have one in a cup. I am still drinking out this giant bottle of water. It wouldn't matter how much time I spent working this weekend, I would not feel caught up. Being caught up is not about getting all the tasks done. Being caught up and being on top of things is a mindset. It's a decision. It's having the time and the energy to be able to strategically work out what are the priorities for next week. And I can tell you right now, at this time on a Friday afternoon, with the way I've been for the last 2 days, not going to happen. So if you need some time away from your business and time away from your work this weekend, then please take it without guilt, without shame, without fear. Look after you, because I'm going to go and look after me. And I need to know that you're looking after you, because remember, we're not just needed, we're actually really, really necessary. So I hope you enjoy the episode. I'm looking forward to talking to you next week. So here's to a great weekend, and here's to being the best versions of ourselves we can possibly be.